Alright traders, so this is the entry I wanted to show you in this particular video. Now I took this particular trade yesterday and I want to show you all the processes that I went through before taking this particular trade. Now one of the things with trading with the smart money concept is the fact that you can keep your strategy as simple, as basic as anything and still be profitable. The more complex it is, the more difficult it is to be understood. So trading the smart money concept is pretty much easy and straightforward. So let me show you everything I did. This is on GBP USD. So what actually happened was that I was watching the market from 4-hour time frame. All right, from the 4-hour time frame, I saw that price actually sold out down here to this level a day before yesterday, and then I saw this massive bullish candle that came into this area, but then price was trying to just rebalance and reprice into this level where you can see this fair value gap. So that was the point of interest that price was trying to locate right there. And then for those of you who are looking for an opportunity to short it today, I think it's getting to the right moment for you to shut it down. All right, so once I saw price printing this bullish candle, I decided to drop down to the 1-hour time frame. All right, let me show you. The 1-hour time frame is basically this particular time frame. I was basically paying attention to this particular area. Let me show you what price actually did in this exact area. So look at this, boom, creating this type of pattern. Now those of you who are trading ICT concept, I know you can identify this pattern. So what type of pattern is this? I give you just 3 seconds to be able to answer it. So this is a breaker block pattern formation. All right, so once you see this, you should expect price to actually come back and retest this area to go up. But that is not the only thing that I engaged in using this pattern for entry. There are so many other things that I will explain to you subsequently. So look at what happened right here at this point. So when I saw this breaker block, I saw price coming down. This was where I saw price. I actually shared it with some of my colleagues and my friends that we normally trade together. So look at this. So I saw this formation. This is a breaker, and then there is a very big fair value gap here. I was a bit skeptical because I saw this very big fair value gap, and then price is trying to come to this area. Now, for you to get the ideal entry, you need price to at least come to 50% of this very big fair value gap. It is called the consequent encroachment of that particular fair value gap. 50%, this area, CE, consequent encroachment, for you to be able to get an ideal entry. But then this area, the 50% is confluencing with this particular bullish breaker block. Which of them is the breaker block? Is actually the last bullish candle that price printed. Let me show you. These bullish candles that were going up, the last one that price printed before the sell candle started coming in, and then creating this sweep of liquidity down here and then shifting structure. So an ideal breaker block will always sweep liquidity below and then shift structure above. Now dealing with a bullish scenario. If you want to learn about a breaker block, you can simply come to my YouTube channel and come to this particular playlist. Come to playlist and you will see ICT breaker block folder. So right here was what I saw happened. I saw a breaker block. I saw this fair value gap. The CE is actually confluencing with this breaker block. Now I could have thought otherwise, but then everything was falling right in the discount area of my FIB level. The breaker block and this area was falling in the discount area, and that gave me the confidence to use this area for trade entry. But I did not get a confirmation yet. I needed to be patient because I can see an aggressive pullback coming in. I was patiently waiting for everything to happen. Let me delete everything so you can see how I got into this trade. So whilst everything was happening, I decided to drop down to the 15-minute time frame. All right, to watch out for the retracement and see how that energy of that retracement dies off. So look at this. Below here, there is a liquidity residing. All right, so I knew that price was going to push below this liquidity area and reach out to this bullish breaker, but price never really came back yet. So I was watching it. I was patiently watching it, and then it touches the breaker right here. All right, But then I was watching it and I was a bit skeptical with this 15-minute candlestick, so I decided to go to the 5 minutes so I can see the momentum of the retracement in a clear pattern formation. All right, so please watch out for everything I'm doing this for educational purpose. All right, so look at this. I saw this happen. Now right here you may be tempted to think that yes, there is a shift in market structure here. Let me show you that. You may be tempted to think that there is a shift in market structure here, but then this is not a valid shift in market structure. The only reason is that there is no any retracement that created either a lower high for you to see that price actually shifted a structure. All right, so I was still patient. The thing is this, is either you get a good setup to enter or you get a bad setup and then end up losing money. All right, so I said, okay, I could have just said, okay, let me just target this fair value gap. But then if price was not ready to shift structure, I will end up being stopped out, because definitely I will put my stop loss below this area and price can further push down to this area and then get me stopped out. So I said, okay, I want to see a very clear and well-defined shift in market structure in the 5-minute time frame. So I was patient. Price was coming. I said, okay, give me that confirmation. And here comes the confirmation. Boom, shift in structure. This is the valid shift in market structure. Remember, price have actually touched this area and then shifting structure right at this point. This is an advanced and simple entry strategy. All right, I shifted structure here and I said, oh, okay, this is what I needed. Immediately when I saw price printed this particular candlestick, I knew that I have shifted structure because price was going to further locate this area. All right, I can either enter from this bullish order block or I can just enter from the 50% of this particular fair value gap. But I decided to enter from the 50% of this particular fair value gap since I'm dealing with the lower time frame. And I put my stop loss right here and I was targeting just above here. All right, to even make it easier, I recorded everything. 17th of January, this was on my journal. All right, okay, I took profit early. That was the comment, and I will show you everything that happened. So let's go back. So right here was the trade I took yesterday. So I was in the trade. I saw this came. I was not ready to enter, and then boom, I was in the trade. This is my stop loss. So I was watching it and something happened. Price started coming back to my entry eventually. Let's see. Yes, it came back right here and I was, I think this is not going to work out. But then I was confident. I just said, okay, let anything that will happen. So I decided to wait for price and then it started going up. I came out right here. When I saw price came to this fair value gap, I decided to come out right there. So I decided to come out at this point. Now, don't forget, I am actually counter trading because price was targeting the 4-hour fair value gap, which is this one. I already marked it out. So price was targeting the 4-hour fair value gap. So anything could happen, but then price will take time before it starts going down again. So that was why I patiently took the trade, waiting for the best moment that price could give me. So this is everything, the breakdown of the entry and watching out everything, fair value gap, and getting the setup correctly. All right, so for those of you who want to take the trade today, I think for me, price has already reached the fair value gap, the 4-hour time frame fair value gap. Let me see if there is an entry in that area, the fair value gap that was in the 4-hour time frame, the 4-hour fair value gap. Let's see it right here, right at this area, that point, and then dropping down to the 15-minute. Let's see what is happening. The 15-minute time frame. A lot of you are watching this area. There is no shift in market structure here, so be patient. So guys, I'll close here. See you in another video.